Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Romand Glasting Water Tint from the Hanbok collection. I think I have a few of these already from the, I can't remember what collection it was, but they're purple coloured and I really liked them, but I didn't like all of the colours. I think I ended up keeping the two pink ones and then giving away the other two colours that I got. I'm pretty sure those are the same glosses. But anyway, I picked up the rest of the Hanbok collection at the beginning of the year, and I didn't pick up the glosses because at the time I was like, no, I've already been trying a few glosses and I want something that's more of a matte finish, and so I picked up the matte tints instead, and I really liked them, both the packaging and also the shades that they came in. And then I also had a recommendation on one of the videos. I'm not sure if it was that video or another one, and someone was recommending this one, which is number 10 Chia Beige, and they were saying that it was a really good like peach glossy lip, which I think is what I was looking for. And so I saw them on YesStyle when I was browsing for products. They were all in stock still, which I was surprised by because I thought that they'd probably be out of stock by now, and I was like, well, why don't I just get them? They're pretty inexpensive actually, so that is why I have these. So in this video I'm going to be doing a product description, packaging, swatches, and then final thoughts. So if you'd like to skip to any of those points, please do so now. So for this one, the product description says, a long-wearing lip tint which gives smooth, airy, and glass-like finish with rich colour payoff. Available in 4 natural MLBB shades inspired by the Korean Hanbok. Its smooth, light texture keeps lips moisturized without stickiness, forms a dewy, shiny, glossy coat on top of the vibrant colors. The packaging of these products is really beautiful. They come in the same 4 outer colors as the matte ones did. These ones do have a glossy outer in comparison to the matte ones, which have the matte outer, and they all have a different color so that you can tell what color you're picking up pretty easily. I'm not a huge fan of the applicator. For these ones, they do have one of those like cone shaped applicators where it doesn't have like a doe foot as such, but it just has kind of like a point on the end, which is not my favorite kind of applicator, but it still works fine. There are 4 colors in the collection, and these ones have matching colors in the mattes. So what I've done is I've swatched each of the matte colors and the gloss colors together on the back of my hands so that you guys can see the difference between the two. I do think that most of the shades are pretty comparable. I feel like they're the same kind of like vibe or feel without being exactly the same color. So if you like the color story and the tone, it's nice to pick up both the glossy and the matte without having a repetition in the shades. So they're not exactly the same. Shade number 10 is called Chia Beige, and this one is a beautiful like peachy gloss. Definitely my favorite out of the collection. So you could do a gradient with these ones, but like you can see with this one, it doesn't really do very much in the lighter colors. The darker colors it does work though. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply the rest of it. And this is how we look. It is like a really nice like light orange color. It is a bit deeper at the moment because my lips are slightly more pigmented during the day. Like I've just had lipstick on and things like that. So if I don't have any lipstick, or if I put a base like foundation underneath, it does appear a little bit lighter, but it is such a nice gloss and I get a huge amount of wear out of this one. So this is number 10, Chia Beige. Number 11 is called Pumpkin Brown. With this one I just put a little bit of foundation on my lips so that it's not quite so red. We'll try a gradient. So this is how Pumpkin Brown would look as a gradient. I quite like it. I blended a little bit though, hold on. There we go, that looks a little bit nicer. I think that the colours gradient really well actually with my bare lips. And just like I said before, I need something a little bit lighter. If my lips are too pigmented, it doesn't work that well because they are a little bit more of a sheer glossy formula. And this is how Pumpkin Brown looks. I don't think that this one is my favourite one. It's a brown, it's an orange brown, so it's already not really up my alley. It does look really nice with the shirt though, which is more like an autumnal thing, even though in New Zealand here we are in spring. And I could definitely see using this colour. It's just not one that I'd kind of like gravitate towards, you know, but it is really nice regardless. Plus these are really easy to apply. They're just like on and done and great. So this is number 11, Pumpkin Brown. Number 12 is called Omega Red, and this one works really well as a gradient of course. My lips are very stained and I have put foundation on them, but they still look stained. Maybe you should put the concealer on them. That would probably work better. So here's what Omega Red looks like as a gradient. It is a really nice gradient as well. Works better when my lips are a little bit less pigmented, but that's okay. It still works pretty well. And then for a full lip application, and that is our full lip application. It's a really beautiful color. I feel like it is quite, it's like a very different red for me. Like it's almost like brownie red, maybe like brick or burgundy red. more so than anything else, but I think that it does look really quite nice. I haven't gotten a huge amount of wear out of this one. It is spring at the moment here in New Zealand, so I've actually been using the Chia Beige pretty much every time I put a lipstick on, rather than anything else. I feel like these colours are more autumnal, but I know that I did get a fair amount of wear out of this one's Counterpoint, which is, I think this one belongs with Maple Red of the matte collection, and yeah, that one I did get quite a lot of wear out of actually in the autumn, so I think that I probably get a good amount of wear out of this one in the next autumn that we have. Just have to wait another 6 months for that. So this is number 12, Omega Red. Number 13 is called Berry Violet, and this one is like a cool tones, like fuchsia pink sort of thing. This is how we look as a gradient, and I adore this one as a gradient. I think that the color is really nice and it blends in really nicely. It's just so cool toned. Like I'm not very used to it, but it is still really, really cool. This is how we are looking for a full lip cover, and it is gorgeous. I think that it is a really cool color. It's much more purple than I think I've got in my collection. Like I don't think I have anything else that looks like this, which is really cool. I actually really like this one. I don't know if I'm going to get that much use out of it because it is quite a lot more purple than what I'm used to, but we will see. So this is number 13, Berry Violet. So I'm actually a huge fan of at least 2 of these tints. The Chia Beige and the, what is this one called again? Berry Violet are definitely my 2 favorite colors from the collection. In fact, the Chia Beige is like, I don't want to say it's like a holy grail color, but it's a very good color and it's one that I pick up all the time to wear. The Berry Violet, I really like this color. It's not one that I pick up all the time because it is more of a cooler tone. It's kind of that purpley color, but it's really unique in my collection and I think that it just looks really, really nice on the lips. The other 2 colors, I've got the Pumpkin Brown and then Omega Red. These ones I don't pick up as much and I'm not sure if they will kind of survive in the collection. I think that I did end up keeping the matte ones because I really liked them in autumn, so I think I might hold on to these until autumn and see if I actually utilize them a little bit more. I do tend to dress in very seasonal colors for my actual dress itself, and at the moment in New Zealand here it is spring going on summer, so these are not colors that are getting the most wear for me because my outfits just don't match with them. Although I did wear Pumpkin Brown in the dark clothing hairstyle video that I did, which it was pretty recently for me here, but I think that the review for this is going up quite a lot later. So that one did definitely have some kind of use for me in that period of time, but maybe not one that I'd use very often. However, I do have to say thank you for whoever recommended Chia Beige because I think that is such a nice color. Yeah, I really enjoyed using this one, so thank you for the recommendation. In general, I think that these ones are really easy to apply. They're easy to keep updated throughout the day. They do tend to build the color a little bit throughout the day, so especially when you're using the lighter color like Chia Beige, it's the lightest in the morning, and then unless you wait for it to wear off completely, when you apply it again, it is going to get slightly darker each time that you reapply it. So you can either just wipe it all the way off or just reapply it, get on with your day and have it a little bit darker. Like, it's not really a big deal, but it is something to talk about because it does happen. Same for the other colors. I think that I just noticed it most with Chia Beige because it is so light when my lips are very pale in the morning. In terms of their longevity, I don't think they last the longest, but they do end up moisturizing my lips really well. So once they wear off, I feel like my lips have a little bit of stained color and they feel moisturized, which is really nice. They just don't appear glossy anymore, which again, not a big deal. Like the other 2 colors that I'm pretty sure are also Glasting lip tints, I really enjoy the formula of these and I would probably pick up a few more of them if I liked the color range or if I liked the packaging. I think that's one thing that Romand does really well. They tend to have the same formula of things, but they change up the packaging and introduce new colors with different kind of collections. So I believe that these colors are unique to this collection, but I think it was Neon Moon that I had the purple packaging for. They were actually part of the regular line, just in a limited edition packaging, which again, I don't mind either because I think the limited edition packaging can also look really pretty. So some of these are definitely going to be keepers for me, but like I said, I will probably re-look at these other 2 colors in autumn next year to see if I actually get the most use out of them. But I would definitely recommend this line for anyone who's looking for a really light glossy lip tint. This one does definitely give like that jelly glossy look to the lips. So thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye!